Hello YouTube and its viewers, my name is the HookShotKid, and today we are going to be playing Doki Doki Literature Club again. Once again. Now, this is the second time I have to record this next chapter. It's kind of, it broke. Let's just say it glitched out a lot. There was a weird glitch thing that happened. It's like, hey, it was like a choice option. It was like, yes, delete the save file. Yes, delete my current save file, or no, continue where I was. It was like a weird choice. It was like a new save data was found or something like that, and I was like, no, must have been a glitch or something. As if you can see right there, look at the text box. It was all messed up and junk. It was all mirrored. Maybe I'll show it, but you know, let's start from where we're supposed to start from. You know. Alright, grief, anxiety, mouse, pain, vacation, puppy, suicide, bouncy, games, adventure, family, playground, okay, tragedy, hurt, friends, swimsuit. I don't know what that is. I don't know why. I don't know. Cage. Disowned. Depression. Together. I don't know if I'm supposed to. Oh man. Okay, the text box is all fixed. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing the piano again? Yeah. Haha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking a piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess it's passion. Oops. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't in for all of us. For all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's, oh, whoops. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? I mean, I've never had squid before. Isn't it called calamari? Or is it just fried squid? You know, I don't know. Who knows? I don't. You of all people? Eh? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Moninka. I guess that's how she's trying to say it. Huh? Once again, who stands like that? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. ... Question mark? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Just okay, whatever. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Huh? You spaced out again. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can't go. Oh, talk to. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Obviously not. We know you're depressed. Your poem said it all. It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Harry shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright, well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else, but the conversation had already dispersed with everyone back into the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. CSK, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? What do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too into it, but she seems a little bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say if I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down on her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised it's not at the one. I'm not at the one asking you, CSK. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. Yeah, she always talks to me about things that bother her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Yeah? Huh? Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. When your friend's depressed, when you know your friend's, depressed, don't leave them alone. Comfort them, even if they don't want to be. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm reading this a little too fast and I'm not, reacting to it. But that's because I've already read all this, hence the skip button being all lit up. See, look. I hit the load button. This is what I was originally all the way over here. I was even further than that. But something happened, the recording messed up, so I had to fix it. Because it broke. It was all glitchy. As you can see right there in that little text box. See how the text box is up here? Look at the text box down there. Look at it. Look at that. What the heck? That just doesn't make sense. She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, CSK. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different, and it's always has been. Once again, who stands like that? Who in the world stands like that? You're so funny, CSK. It looks like you're trying to pop your back because of you have a knot in it or something. You know? You're so funny, CSK. Hey, have you thought that maybe you always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. ... I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about it, what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. Sigh. I sit myself down. I know. Oh, Sayori told me not to worry about her, but I have to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Is exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now that it feels like I'm the one behaving out of ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does it feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone to start a conversation, or on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now, it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in the one next to her own. Dot? I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell what I was thinking like that? Well, see, something that I do a lot. It's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your position, posture, and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern of those who are willing to share in the concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer me to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just getting a feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. I don't understand. How does that have anything to do with romance? Huh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that you said something stupid, it's just that you said something that doesn't really make sense. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sarah and I have been friends for a very long time, that's all. Oh, whoops. I see. And perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Okay, no one just holds their hand in front of their chest like that. Like, what? Why? Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little too much. CSK? The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person, and her mannerism on the outside doesn't and won't always match what may be going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. See, this game keeps telling me basically to look to focus, like that there's a deeper meaning to everything. So like, is there supposed to be a deeper meaning behind in this game? Probably. Huh. And I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupied with occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she's really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends. Okay, you already stated the fact that you're friends. Why do you keep restating it? It just doesn't make sense at all. Everyone in this classroom knows that you guys are friends. Why do you keep restating it anytime you have a conversation with a person? Gosh. ... Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Why are you embarrassed? Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover things you weren't aware were in you. I think that she would be get out. She would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah. Okay, then. I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyways. Okay. ... Okay, everyone. Oh, finally, gosh, it's time to do the poems. Like, oh boy. Like, that was an entire, oh wow, that wasn't as long as I thought it was. It was 18 minutes. Okay, just of reading that. Okay, because I went fast. Oh boy. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls us out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? The same way we've been doing it for the last few episodes, guys. We're going Monica, Sayori, to Sayori. So Monica. Hi, CSK. Have you ever thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, that's another. I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Ha ha ha. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take my poem I'm holding in my hands. So this poem is gonna be I think is gonna be different than how she reacted. It should be, because I pressed different buttons. So it should be different than how she reacted the first time I showed her. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. dot dot dot. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori. Yeah. Like the other one you wrote. History. You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha, that's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club room, don't you? I guess so. I don't know. I don't see. Once that book pops up, that's it. I don't see any other part of their life. You know? Oh, whoops. Then again, I don't blame you for being shy. I'm not shy. It's just, haha. I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Natsuki is a jerk face, okay? But I guess you can understand why she's a jerk face if you read into the poem. From the poem from the last video, it sounds like she's being bullied, and it sounds like Yuri is cutting herself, has urges to cut herself, and Sayori is depressed, and I still can't understand Monika's. I don't know. I'm split between it being about her possibly being interested in, I don't know, like video games, because she was made like a video game quote or something in the last one of them. Whatever. But anyways, guys. So, oh yeah. I'll show that there's like this weird thing that happened in the first recording where it's like in the opening of it, I opened it and it said there was pre-existing save data that was found, and it said, would you like to erase your pre-existing save data and start from this one? So like as if someone else had played the game, and it's like, oh, do you want to erase the save data that you had been using and play as this one? Play on the one that was already existing. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'll take that out of the video. I'll take that out of the video I first started with, and I'll crop it into this video, maybe if I get a chance, you know? You'll probably see it at the beginning if it does happen. But anyways, but Yuri and Natsuki are pretty. Yes, Yuri is very nice, you know, but Natsuki is a jerkface, and yeah. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and the golden rule doesn't work. You know, treat others the way you want to be treated. That doesn't work, because everyone wants to be treated differently, you know? So the way you want to be treated is most likely not the way someone else wants to be treated. You know? So you can't just do... And you can call to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, unapproachable, am I? Really? You are, technically. Because the puppet has, like, you're, like, kind of intimidating to the puppet. Not intimidating in a bad way, but, like, intimidating, like, because of how cool and popular you are. And he's like, I don't have, like, any right to have a conversation with you, you know? Like, that's the way the puppet thinks, you know? And then, like, you technically are, because the only way I can have any communication with you is whenever we're showing you the poem, and that's it. Or you have to approach the puppet. The puppet can't approach you. That's basically what I'm saying. You know? It's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here is all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Oh, well, alright. Anyways, I'll share my poem with you, alright? Okay. Alright. The lady who knows everything. Do 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 do. Sounds like a piano. It's just a piano now. There's more and more. It's increasingly more and more piano every time I
feel like, you know? Is this Monica doing this? Like, is she, like, the one doing this? She did say she was learning the piano. Do you think she's, like... That'd be cool. That'd be crazy if she was actually, like, you know, recording all the music for all the, like, little poems. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders the earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. I am here, and here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can even speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat. I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. But that was kind of on my mind. So that's why I wrote it. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In any ways, it's almost paradoxical. So like a paradox. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems that everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. Well, you guys are, technically, because you are just drawings made by a person, by an artist who's really good at shading, blending mixing colors, and lighting, proper lighting. I think, Ink, you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one dimension? You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid of it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much time into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing isn't good or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. As much more encouraging in that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, time to go to Yuri. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri! ... Well done, CSK. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writings like this. That's almost a lot. It's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing the writing. Whoops. And seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. What? I don't... Okay, whatever. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, CSK? Huh? Well, you know how it's like how I like to say writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some other way or another. This puppet focuses so much on what other people think about them. Like, they're so obsessed with it. It's just annoying and sad. You know? Huh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing, and have the most advice to share. Is that so? ... Yuri, he thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Huh? For me to have become someone whose opinions is fearsome. Oh, whoops. Let's go back to see that. How unlikable of me. Yuri? It's not as bad as you think you're making it sound in your head. It just means that I respect your opinion. I see. Once again, who just holds their hand on their chest like that? Like, no one poses like that at all. I've never seen anyone in my entire life do that, except for people in animes, I'm pretty sure. And I've watched 2 animes in my lifetime. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Oh, that's sad. Yuri. ... What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. This is the part I never got to, so after this, that's it. After this is the only part. This is all new to me. Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth's chaotic meets this I don't. Her squiggles are too fancy, guys. I can't read them. The fancier the squiggles get, the more, or the harder it is for me to read. What is with all these people and writing in the fancy squiggles? Meets the surface under a clean blue sky on expanse of bliss, but beneath gray, rolling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in. is the one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tides come. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. I stand and where the foam wraps around my